Hey YouTubers, Hike with Mike here of course, and today I'm hiking the last 5 miles of the citrus tract of the W.S.F State Forest. It's the only 5 miles I haven't hiked on the trails, and it's about 40 miles of trails, and that's not including all the horse trails and fire roads I've been down. So looking forward to completing this trip and enjoying a nice night out in the woods. It's beautiful weather. A little bit warm for campfire, but that's okay. I like the warm. And it's a beautiful day. Clear sky, as you can see. It's almost 80 degrees, and I am hiking the final 5 miles of the citrus tract of the W.S.F State Forest, and I'll be completed 40 miles in the forest. And that's not including all the fire roads and horse trails as well, but looking forward to completing this last little segment I've been wanting to complete for a long time. And gonna camp out at a primitive campsite I've never been to too. So hopefully it'll be a pleasant experience. This is a more hilly part of the forest. The video probably won't give it justice, but you just go up and down sand hills. If you look in the distance, you can see how the pines look like they're lower as you go up and down these sand hills. Nice trip. It's good walking. It's really dry, sandy. Lots of pine needles. I wanted to do a barefoot hike, but I figured, you know what, I don't know the terrain here. I didn't want a barefoot hike and not know what to expect. And then also, it's getting late, and you always walk a lot slower when you barefoot hike. So I'm going to save the barefoot hiking and camping for another time. I didn't think my pack was too heavy until I climbed up about my 8th sand hill, up and down, up and down. It gets heavy quick. At least I have that beautiful sky to look at on my ascent of the mighty piney sand hills of Florida. Well, made it to camp. This camp is very serene. It's nice. And the Florida Trail Association were nice enough to leave jugs of free water, because this is a very dry part of the forest, and they recommend that you do cache some of the water when you go on the 3-day hike. But it's pretty out here today, and no chance of rain, so that means when I wake up I can just get up and see everything around me. No rain fly. I love to be able to sleep under the sky, under the stars. Well, as you can see, Swamp Camper's flint and steel kit worked excellent. Didn't take me long to start a fire at all. The beautiful sunsets in the pine lands. I love it. I can't say enough about the UCO candle lantern. I love it. I know in this video here it doesn't seem that bright, but it's a mellow bright. It's laid back and mellow like me, so I like it. It's a natural light, and I always get excited about having it at the campsite, so I highly recommend it for those old school people who want a little bit of ambiance and a little bit of natural light instead of the high intensity lights when I turn on some of the LED lights later on. It's just very relaxing. I'm sure my boy Henry David Thoreau would love those kind of lanterns as opposed to the LEDs. Good medicine to be out in the woods. The moon rose quickly tonight. I didn't even notice it until just now. Very pretty. I don't know if you can hear it, but the coyotes are really howling tonight. Wintertime, they really seem to howl more than usual. I never hear them in the summer, but in the wintertime, I guess wintertime, early spring is mating season, but they're howling all night long. Probably not coming out on the camera, but it's pretty wild. Well, it's a foggy morning, but that's common this time of year. As the cold air retreats and the warm air returns, you get all this fog in the morning. It's beautiful. It's serene. It's relaxing. It's a foggy wonderland today. Just beautiful. Okay, time to leave the land of serenity and go back to the madness of civilization.